Our first lead-off singer is Peg Millett from outside of Prescott. Peg's been involved with the movement since very early 1980s, 85. First time I met Peg was when Linda and I went up to the Big Lost River of Idaho for the Round River Rendezvous up in Idaho. That's when Dave and Nancy got remarried and had a maypole and twirled around the maypole, and we all got very drunk. Anyway, it was a great rendezvous, and that's, I think, the first time I met Peg. And then shortly after that, a bunch of Dave Foreman and a bunch of friends organized a river trip down Desolation and Gray Canyon on the Green River, where I had never been, and Dave had been many times. It's one of those trips that only has one scary rapid, which is good for a bunch of amateurs. And Peg was on that trip. And I had the great fortune of being able to ride in her boat. It was like a 2-week-long trip, and I'd always beg, can I ride in Peg's boat? Can I ride? Because Peg would sing all day. This was her raft, and it was a oar raft, not a paddle raft. And she did the whole thing, and the whole time she's going down the river with the canyons above us and the blue sky and hawks crying in the sky, and she'd be singing at the top of her lungs, and I would just get goosebumps. That was when I got to know Peg well. Well, the next point I want to make about Peg is in 1991 she put out an album called Gentle Warrior, which I have here in my pocket thanks to, I think Andy Caffrey brought this. How many of you have Peg's or had Peg's album? Is it available on iTunes or digital anywhere? Bandcamp?
It was digital at one point because somebody actually took pity on me. I'm a Luddite, so I don't know how to do any of that shit.
Imagine that, an Earth Firster being a Luddite. I don't get it.
And it's not online anymore, but he put it digitally, so somehow, if anybody wants to help me get a website going again, that would be really fun.
All right. Did you hear that? She wants some help putting together a website where she could post her music. And when you hear her sing today, if you haven't before, you'll know why. Well, the last little bit of introductory information is Peg is one of the famous Arizona Five. For those of you who remember, Notorious. Not famous, but notorious. Yeah, Peg was in a small group of people who decided that nuclear power was a bad thing, and they wanted to make a statement, and they went out in the middle of the night into the desert to take down one of the big transmission towers coming out of coming out of Palo Verde Nuclear Power Plant. They said, well, let's drop a transmission tower, and that'll make a statement. People start paying attention to nuclear power. And unbeknownst to the group, which included some Prescott College professors, there was a FBI plant in the group, egging them on. And when they got out there and started their work on the transmission tower, all of a sudden helicopters, floodlights, dogs, cars coming in, the big bust, FBI, local law enforcement, they brought all the big guns in. And of course, the group there at the tower, except for the FBI plant, scattered into the desert. And it was Peg and 3 other guys. The 3 guys were caught immediately, and they never caught Peg. She ran off into the desert, and their helicopters, floodlights, and dogs could not catch her. And she ran all the way back to Prescott.
No, I did not. I hitchhiked.
She hitchhiked. She ran to the road and hitchhiked from there. And of course, she tells me this morning, she says, well, naively, I thought, well, maybe they don't know who I am. And she went to work the next day. And of course, they came to work and got her. And so anyway, Peg, thank you so much for all the work that you do. Thank you for your beautiful voice, your activism, your love for Earth, and your love for us. And come on up and serenade us.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks. I'm so happy to be here. You have no idea. Since I'm sort of the woo-woo queen, designated by other people, of course, I never thought of myself that way, but I'm going to be singing songs that are a little bit more wooey. And I want to start this with an invocation. It's called, it's the Medicine Wheel song. It's written by Kate Wolf. And Brooke Medicine Eagle took it over, and she changed the order of the verses. And so I sing it in that way. And it's an invocation to bring in all the entities that are not visible, and also to bring in the spirit of all the animals, plants, and the place that we are in. And it starts out, when the morning breaks and the sunlight warms my soul, in the east the eagle flies and the red tail proudly soars. I'm on my way to the place of the sacred ones. Grandfather, hear me now, I am on fire. Let the sun dance take my feet to your desire. Show me visions for my eyes in dawning gold that shimmers in the skies. Ah-ya, ah-ya, ah-ya. Turn toward the south, like the water I will run. In innocence and trust, the moon child's song is sung. I'm on my way to the place of the sacred plants, my emotions and my will at their command, where the turtle's voice is heard upon the land, and the wise coyote prowls. The rattlesnake will call me to the dance. Ah-ya, ah-ya, ah-ya. When the sun goes down and it grows too dark to see, I look within to the shaman's mysteries. I'm on my way to die and to live again. Grandmother Earth, I cry, hear me rest. I take my place with a woman in the West. Show me the raven and the bear, the way of herbs and the black obsidian. Ah-ya, ah-ya, ah-ya. In the deepest night when the stars shine over me, old woman of the north, my mind seeks clarity. I'm on my way to the cold and the burning winds. May the thunder and the lightning carry me. Lay my thoughts to rest and send me into sleep with the owl and the buffalo, my dreams white crystal magic medicine. Ah-ya, 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 ah-ya. Oh, Matakwe Oasis. I'm representing other people because I never wrote a song in my life. And so I'm going to represent a woman named Cecilia Ostro, who is one of my favorite singers that I found. I found her in California and immediately wanted to learn this song. I walked out in the forest when the silver moon was on the rise, and Venus shimmered in the fading light. and I sat down very quiet, tiny shadow underneath the trees. And I heard the night, I heard the songs of night. Oh, if I had a season to call my own, I would come to the woods alone. I would lie in the forest and dance all day. I would sing sweeter music at break of dawn. I would dance in the evening light. Some say it's the ions. Others tell me it's the song of trees. And I don't know why. No, I don't know why. But when I'm out in the forest, deep inside me is a song of peace, a peace with earth, with the turning of life. Oh, if I had a season to call my own, I would come to the woods alone. I would lie in the forest and dance all day. I would sing sweeter music at break of dawn. I would dance in the evening light. Thanks, you guys. That's for Cecilia. So Ellen Claver was one of the very, very first Earth Firsters out there. She was part of the original crew that were down in Mexico. And she is an amazing soul and one of my friends that gave me some fabulous songs. And this one is Live Like a Prayer. And that is kind of how I try to live my life. And it goes like this. I added one verse. I got to write a verse for it. Born in the Rockies of high mountain streams running down the valleys, ocean in its dream, great blue heron graces the shore, the waters rushing before. Don't dam the river, leave the river alone. Don't dam the river, 'cause the river is a home. Don't dam the river, let the river survive. The river is alive. The desert's waiting, Red Rock Canyon walls, hot sun is beating. One coyote calls, sagebrush fragrant in the stillness of the heat. Desert fire burning a steady beat. Don't pave the desert, leave the desert alone. Don't pave the desert, 'cause the desert is a home. Don't pave the desert, let the desert survive. The desert is alive. Tall grasses waving miles across the sky, broad fields remembering the buffalo hunter's cry, song to season, circles by the stream, sweet grass burning, breeze fresh and clean. Don't plow the prairie, leave the prairie alone. Don't plow the prairie, 'cause the prairie is a home. Don't plow the prairie, let the prairie survive. The prairie is alive. Rising with the currents to the great divide, blessed by the lightning and a green forest wide, alpine meadows, the golden eagle flies, the mountains touching the sky. Don't mind the mountain, leave the mountain alone. Don't mind the mountain, 'cause the mountain is a home. Don't mind the mountain, let the mountain survive. The mountain is alive. Then redwoods rising up to meet the sun, great green shadows shelters everyone, fluted singing fills the silent air, giant tree roots hold the earth there. Don't log the old growth, leave the forest alone. Don't log the old growth, 'cause a forest is a home. Don't log the old growth, let the forest survive. The forest is alive. Feel our mother hurting, know that scars are done. Breathe in your courage, 'cause the struggle has begun. Live like a prayer now, in praise of the one. We are all alive. We are all alive. We are all alive. Woo. Yes! Thank you, Bart. That was awesome, dude. Yes, thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna represent our southern contingent, and Austin. For a long time, Danny Dolger lived in Austin, Texas, but he now lives in Virginia. And he and I did a road show. It was the No Road show, and we took a bus in order to do this road show. And because we were protesting that big interstate they were trying to take from Mexico to Canada to haul all that NAFTA shit. And so he and I would be in some podunk. We went to Waco. We went all over the place. And we'd be in some horrible, nasty little bus station. It'd be 3:00 in the morning. We were waiting for our bus. And so I'd get the guitar and I'd sing. And some poor slob would come over with a harmonica, or somebody'd come up with a banjo or some shit. And we'd be playing music. It was great. And so that was our road show, part of our road show. The other was we went to schools and such things like that. But anyways, yeah. So one of my favorite songs of his is Ghost of a Chance. And it goes like this. There's a place on the prairie I know, only the coyotes and I go. We like to sing of the things that might have been. I see what the earth is coming to, and the coyotes see better than I do. We are in tune, we are preparing for the end. Watching the sunset, watching the dust dance. In from the east blows a ghost of a chance, and a ghost of a chance is all in the world we have. And I'm gonna raise my voice and sing out across the prairie, over the desert, into the mountain, out to the shore. A ghost of a chance is all in the world I have to carry. This message of hope across the frontier to your door. All of my life I have been learning the smell of the planet burning. I am afraid of the things yet to be. I covered my eyes as best as I could. You took me by the hand and led me out to the woods. Open my eyes and encourage me to see. Into the death dance, into the evil, where it's very hard to miss, to find a ghost of a chance, but a ghost of a chance has found its way to me. And I'm gonna raise my voice and sing out across the prairie, over the desert, into the mountain, out to the sea. A ghost of a chance is all in the world we need to carry. Our message of hope across the frontier to your door. Okay, so I got one more verse. Out on the front lines, looking into the abyss, where a ghost of a chance is a thing not to miss. Keep an ear to the east, you will hear me. Thank you for keeping your spirit near me. So the coyotes and I are singing to a ghost of a chance, hope eternal springing out of the prairie and into wind to find you. Carrying only this message of love from the earth and the sky and the hawk and the dove. We all love you and we wanted to remind you. Look to the stars, hear through the dissonance. There are voices crying out in a ghost of a chance, and a ghost of a chance is all in the world that will carry us through. And I'm gonna raise my voice and sing out across the prairie, over the desert, into the mountain, out to the shore. A ghost of a chance is all in the world I have to carry. This message of hope across the frontier to your door. This message of hope across the frontier to your door. It's been a long time since I've sung these songs. Thank you, everybody. So I got one more little song, and it was a song that I sang a lot in demonstrations, and a lot of people took heart with this song. And I want to sing tonight, later on, the parody to this song that a fellow named Matthew Hahn wrote, if any of you guys remember him. Yeah, I love Matthew. And I went to my first event after I got out of prison. It was one of the, I think it was a activist conference over in California, and he gets up on stage, and I'd sung my songs and all that sort of thing, and I sang Walking Jim's song, and he came up and he was on stage and he says, I have 2 songs, I hope she doesn't kill me for this, and he sang them, and they were so freaking hilarious. One of them is called Forever Dairy, and the other one is Where There's Beer, There's Power. So I'm going to sing. I'll sing those tonight, okay? But I'll sing the Fear and Power one before, so you'll remember that we were using that to get our strength up so we could do these demos. And to remind us that no matter what we do to the planet, as soon as we leave her alone, she comes back in spades. And we all saw that during that COVID thing where everybody stopped going anywhere and all the plants and animals came back, and there were porpoises over in Venice, or, it was just crazy how everything just went, oh, now that you're away for a minute, we can come back. So that gives me a lot of hope. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. Okay, so where there's fear, there is power. Passion is the healer. Desire cracks open the gate. If you're ready, it will take you through. And nothing lasts forever. Time is the destroyer. The wheel turns again and again. Watch out. It will take you through, and nothing dies forever. Nature is the renewer. The wheel turns again and again. When you're ready, it will take you through. When you're ready, it will take you through. When you're ready, it will take you through. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad to be here.